I have another book for you. This is another book about how we can help the earth and why it's important to help the earth. I think you're going to like it, and I think you're going to learn a lot from this book. I learned a lot from this book. It's called Recycling Day. Do you know what recycling means? Well, come along and let's find out. Between two buildings was a vacant lot. It was a nice, sunny place. In the lot lived a group of bugs. A fly made his home in a can. A family of ants nested in a glass bottle. A grasshopper settled in a cardboard box. And a worm dug in the ground under some rocks. People threw trash into the lot. At first, it was small things, but then bigger items were dumped, such as shoes, old computers, and bicycle tires. Before long, the pile of trash was higher than the fence. Then, the unthinkable happened. A gang of rats found the lot. "This looks like the perfect, disgusting place to live," said the boss rat. "Let's take over." The boss rat grabbed the worm by his throat and said, "From now on, I'm in charge around here." A hungry rat bullied the ants into giving him their lunches. A lazy rat kicked the grasshopper out of his box. And a nasty rat tried to swat the fly and eat him. The bugs were terrified. "We need to do something about these rotten ants," said the grasshopper. "But how can we make them leave?" said the worm. "They love all this trash." The bugs felt hopeless and defeated until one promising day when a girl posted a sign on the fence. The sign read, "Recycling Day this Saturday. Help us clean up this lot." Volunteers did come. They brought containers, rakes, and work gloves. The bugs were glad, but not the rats. They scrambled out of sight. The volunteers collected the bottles. "Where are you guys taking our bottle?" asked the ants. "Well, this bottle is going to be recycled," the boy said. "What does recycled mean?" asked the ant. "Recycle means to take something used, like this old bottle, melt it down with other bottles, then make new ones and reuse them," the boy explained. "Oh, recycling sounds like a good idea," said the ant. And this over here talks about how to recycle glass and how it works. Let's read about it. Glass is made from sand, soda ash, and limestone. It is melted into gluey gob, then molded into bottles. By recycling glass, we save these natural resources. Let's keep sand on the beaches where it belongs. So look, there's the bottle. He drank the stuff in the bottle. He recycled it. And then look, the recycling truck took it away. It says used bottles are taken to glass bottle factories. And then it says used bottles are crushed, melted, and molded into new ones. So then there's a new bottle. So it just keeps going round and round. And this says, think green. It has some facts about recycling. Recycling one glass bottle saves enough energy to power a computer for 1.5 hours. Americans throw away enough glass every week to fill a New York City skyscraper. More than 1,300 pounds of sand are saved for 1 ton of recycled glass. Recycling one glass bottle saves enough electricity to light a light bulb for 4 hours. Let's see if they're able to clean up more of the lot. Volunteers gathered all the paper, newspapers, and cardboard boxes. "What are you doing with my box?" asked the grasshopper. "Well, this box will be recycled. It will be shredded and made into new cardboard. We save trees when we recycle paper and boxes," said the girl. "Well, saving trees is a good idea," said the grasshopper. And this talks about paper recycling. Let's learn about it. It says, paper is made from trees. Tree trunks and branches are chopped into small chips, mixed with water in a big blender, and turned into pulp. That's like a thick soup. The pulp is pressed into thin sheets and dried, and that makes the paper. Look, there's the paper. She used the paper, and then she put it in the recycling bin, and the trash truck took it away, and it says used papers are taken to paper factories. Then it says used paper is shredded and made into pulp to make new paper. So then they make a new piece of paper out of it. And here's some more facts about recycling paper. Let's see what it says. Nearly 4 billion trees are cut down each year to make paper. The average person uses enough paper in 1 year to need 7 trees to manufacture it. Americans discard 4 million tons of paper every year. That's enough to build a wall of paper 12 feet high from New York to California. Save wrapping paper to re-wrap gifts. Reduce the amount of paper that you use by writing on both sides of the paper. Each ton of recycled paper can save 17 million trees. Use old magazines to make crafts. Use dishes and cloth napkins instead of paper plates and napkins. Let's see if they're able to clean up more of the empty lot. Volunteers also collected metal. The fly put his can into the pile too. "What will you do with my can?" asked the fly. "Oh, this can be melted down with the others and molded into new ones," said the boy. "Oh, I like shiny new cans," said the fly. And this talks about metal recycling and how they do it. It says metals are extracted from rocks in the earth. They are melted and molded into many forms, such as soda cans, pots, and paint cans. Recycling metals reduces the use of these rocks. So there's the can. He drank from it, he recycled it, and then the truck took it away. It says used cans are taken to can factories. And then it says cans are crushed, melted, and molded into new cans. So they can make a new can out of it when it's recycled. The volunteers collected all the plastics that they could find. Plastics can be recycled too? asked the bugs in surprise. Yes, replied a girl. Plastics can be melted down and molded into all kinds of things, such as milk jugs, water bottles, and toys. And this is how recycled plastic happens. Let's see. Plastics are made from mixing oil and a chemical called chlorine found in the Earth's crust. Plastic is strong, flexible material that does not break down over time. So here's a plastic cup. She drank from it, she recycled it, she put it in the recycling bin, and then the truck took it away. It says, used plastics are taken back to plastic factories. And then it says, plastics are shredded, melted, and molded into new plastics. So then they make a new plastic cup, and they can do it all over again. And this has some facts about recycling plastics. Let's see what it says. Americans use 2.5 million plastic bottles every hour. Most of them are thrown away. There is a mass of plastic pieces, twice the size of Texas, floating in the Pacific Ocean. Tons of plastic waste wash up on the shores all over the world. Plastic can be dangerous to animals. Animals can mistake it for food and try to eat it, and they choke. Enough plastic is made in the United States each year to shrink wrap Texas. Enough plastic bottles are thrown away in the United States each year to circle the earth 4 times. Use reusable water bottles, shopping bags, and lunch bags. Reuse plastic containers to store your toys, crayons, and your treasures. The volunteers put leaves and vegetables and fruit food scraps from their lunches into a compost bin. What is compost? Said the worm. Well, compost is a rich soil made with food scraps, leaves, and water. It is healthy food for plants and flowers, said the boy. Sounds like a nice place to make a home, said the worm. The volunteers collected trash that could not be recycled for the garbage collector to take to the dump. So this talks about compost. Let's see if we can learn some things about compost right there. Vegetables and fruits grow in compost soil, and they produce healthier foods for people to eat. Worms can help in the compost process. They eat the scraps and they break it down into smaller pieces. Flowers, trees, and plants grow bigger and stronger in compost soil. Here is a list of things that you can compost. Fruit cores, fruit and vegetable peels and scraps, corn cobs, eggshells, pet fur, leaves, nut shells, pencil shavings, tea bags. Here are some things that you cannot compost. Meat, bones, eggs, and dairy products. And here is some things that you cannot recycle, and those things have to go in the trash. That is wax paper, plastic wrap, candy wrappers, photo paper, dark colored paper, broken glass, light bulbs, sandwich bags, drinking straws, batteries, styrofoam, and mirrors. So those are the things they're putting into the trash can. By the end of the day, the volunteers cleared the lot and planted a garden. They saved trees, sand, metals, and other natural materials by recycling them. And they reduced the amount of trash headed for the dump. The bugs loved the improvements, but the rats did not. They scrambled into a garbage pile to hide. And this sign says community garden. All are welcome, except rats. Then, as luck would have it, the garbage collector picked up the trash. The rats tumbled into the back of the truck, and they were on their way to the dump. The rats were never seen again, and the bugs enjoyed the garden. Well, I sure did learn a lot about recycling through this book. I'm glad that they were able to clean up the empty lot and that they were able to recycle so many things and really help the earth. I hope that you guys help the earth today too. Bye!